I'm about to show you my interpretation of an operation I recently underwent on my eye. Now this is sort of what I saw in the operating theatre when I was told I wasn't going to be able to see anything. So I was quite surprised and intrigued. And here I am drawing the vent in the ceiling when I'm lying on a slab. And that's all that is really. It gets a bit bigger, and then I'll do the various other bits that I could see, and then what I could see when the operation was actually happening. I haven't put all of it in. There's one last piece that I need to put in if I'm going to do it at all, and that's a set of concentric rings, very fine lines, that went in near the end, which I think is actually the lens going in, the new lens. But we'll have to see about that. Now, once I've done this, I'll probably, or I might, don't know, I'm thinking about doing something else with it to turn it into something a little bit less than the ordinary thing it is at the moment. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure whether I like it as it is or what, but this is me doing it. I mean, I'm using Elephant in Paper Artsy's chalk acrylics, and the same in chalk, which is their white. Well, one of them. Another one's Snowflake, but I wasn't using that one. And as I say, done in acrylics. Sometimes I use a little bit of matte medium to help it along, and sometimes not. I use a couple of different brushes. The two you can see there and a larger one, which I'll see in a bit. When I get fed up with doing it in itsy bitsies and decide I need to do things quicker. So we've mixed together a bit of yellow now, and some white. Now, which yellow was it? I think it was a stamping one. Decorative stamping paint. Yellow. So helpful. And it's either the Do Crafts Artistes acrylic white or chalk again. I think it's probably the Do Crafts. And there's me painting one of the lights I could see in the ceiling. Now I'm painting them with a slight yellow cast, simply because although I could distinguish one white from another white from another white, you know, the white of the light from the white of the ceiling, I didn't see how else to represent it. And it was not a vast deal of difference except for the brightness of it. So there we are. I do go over it afterwards and do the ceiling itself in a faint grey with a little bit of yellow to it. But, well, so there's the 4 lights. 3, there's the 4th one going in now. And then we get onto the more interesting bits. Because, I mean, you could see that even if you weren't having an operation, if you were looking in the right direction. Straight up. So, as soon as this is done, I think I then go and do the background. So it'll be, as soon as this is done, and the background's done, we'll get on to the interesting bits. We're getting near the end of this one. Just touching up here to make the vent look a bit better. And I'll probably touch it up again, because in the last piece I did on this, nice bit of work, it sort of went over it so much that you couldn't see it. And I'm feeling I might go around the outer edge of the last grey square, largest grey square, and do a bit on that as well. Put another darker line around. I'm not sure. I'm having my second op on Monday, this Monday coming, so I'll be able to check up on how accurate I've been, won't I? But if I'm going to put the concentric circles in, I'm going to do it with a stencil and some texture paste, but just to give it a different element. But to do that, I need to make the stencil first on the computer, and I don't feel up to it right at the moment. I'm too busy thinking about the op actually. So we'll leave it be for now. So there's no rush, is there? As far as I know, there's no rush. You never know what's going to happen to you in the future, though. So, well, at least you've got a faint representation at the end. Now that's the end of this bit. I'm doing the grey now. Things. I'm going to have to make some more. Mix up a bit more. A couple of drops of elephant. And a drop of that. Just a little bit. Bit too much grey proportionally, I think. Over this bit. Down here. hopefully that will work. I'm going to try that and try the rosy glow. Here we are. We have now begun the last bit. Now I think this is the laser, or the little box that was holding the laser, or something like that, or the end surface of the laser. It was, of course, extremely close, actually, in the eye when this was happening, so I don't know for sure. And that's not black, it's black with some red, or red with some black, depending on how you look at it. I'm drying each stage before I go on. And I'm going to add some alizarin crimson. I'm just hunting for it, but there it is. So I'm going to start with that, because I thought that black was a bit too black. There we go. And even that wasn't quite right. Still too black. I'll put it down. No. So now I've got an edge that's not quite right. So I put down the alizarin crimson on its own and added the tiniest touch of black to it. And some matte medium. There we go. Give it to go a bit further. There we go. Because there's a strange sort of edge around it. I'll have to see how accurate my memory was when I get there tomorrow. But something like that. And then the really amusing, or well, maybe not amusing, but intriguing part after this. So I've tried bright red, but it was just not right. It wasn't right at all. In the end, I added some of the bright red to what I was using when I was doing these bits further out. But it's too strong on the vent. You could see the vent more clearly through that. So maybe I'll go back and, as I say, go over the vent to make it more visible. It's going to look different tomorrow anyway, because they're doing it from different angles, so I don't know. It'll be very interesting to see what it looks like then. See, I'm covering the whole thing of that vent up. What was the point of painting it? And go over it again. So we've got a sort of a pinkish haze, and then a even lighter pinkishness, and then it fades into this white sort of cloud effect. Almost like steam, but isn't. I'm just going around there, because it's sort of to give a sensation of movement, because it was moving all the time. Just going da, 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 da. I think I've got that central darkish pink too dark, and just too obvious. I think it needs to be paler. So I'll probably go over the vent first and then go over that. See, the white's not bad. The white's blending in quite nicely. In fact, I've done it quickly enough that I can do a little bit of blending with it. See, there we are, blending to make it fuzzy, more accurate. But that's as far as I've got with it. I'll dry that and leave it so that I can then either put the concentric circles on, or go off and do something really weird with it afterwards. Have that as a starting point, you see? Don't know. May take me into surrealism. But that's it. That's all you get.